Good afternoon, my name's Roger Race. I'm head golf professional here at Mount Freedom Golf Academy. This is my son Michael. He'll be assisting me in the program. Mike was one of our top assistants a few years ago. He's a heck of a golfer. I'm going to be discussing the concept of golf that it's called Golf Made Simple, and it's as easy as counting 1 to 4. There's a little catchphrase that I tell everyone to remember, and you'll hear me talking to professionals, intermediates, or beginners. And in the setup, we have the phrase Gap B. Now, Gap B refers to your grip, your alignment, your posture, and the ball position in relationship to your feet. If your setup is right, and only if it is correct, do we have a chance of being successful in our golf swing. Okay, so you see our directional stick. This represents our target line where we're aiming, and my golf club is parallel to it. So you can see, like a railroad track, that's my target line and that's my toe line. I will be aiming just slightly left of my target. The next thing, once we have our setup right, I always tell people we have to get our posture proper. Minimal knees, arms hang straight down from the shoulders, comfortably long and relaxed, and my chin is always just up slightly out of my chest. Now, the last thing that we want to cover is how to hold the club, which is called the grip. When we hold the golf club, we never squeeze the golf club. If you just let your arms hang down, straight down like this, you notice how my hands kind of tilt in toward my body. Well, that's how I'm going to put my hands on. I start by putting my left hand on top, and I hold the golf club in the upper part of my palm, right at the base of my fingers, just like that. And I just relax it, and I let my wrist fold over. And I can easily see 2 knuckles of my left hand. My left thumb is just to the right of the center line, and there's a V formed by the thumb and index, and this comes up to my right shoulder. Now, the right hand. The key with the right hand is that the grip is strictly in the fingers. The palm of the right hand never touches the club. The club is held and it cuts across the middle digit of my right hand. Not in the tips of the fingers, but not anywhere near the base of the fingers, near the palm. And you can even let the pinky sit in the notch. This grip is called the overlap grip, and this is the interlock, but the hands are in the same identical position. And this is our setup. So we have our Gap B: grip, alignment, posture, ball position. The alignment parallel to the target line. Posture, very important. Hips go back, minimal knee bend. Weight should be on the balls of my feet, and my arms hang long and relaxed, straight down. Never out, always down, and the chin is up. And this will allow me to make a nice, fluid, free swing and finish up in balance. We discussed the setup. And again, going back just quick, it's Gap B. Grip, alignment, posture, ball position. Now, that sets us up in the proper position to swing the golf club correctly. Now, on the backswing, once we're set up properly, the catchphrase that I use on my backswing is what we call RRE: rotation, resistance, and extension. Now, most people think that the golf club is taken back with their hands. Well, that's not quite true. The body rotation moves the club. Hands hold the club, body turn moves the club. When I'm over the golf ball in this position, what moves the golf club is the turning of my body. Now you'll notice that if I'm over the golf ball in this position, and I just, from the proper setup, and I just turn my shoulders and hips like this, when I'm postured right, my shoulders turn, comes right under my left shoulder, under my chin. My weight will brace against the inside of my right leg, and as I turn, I just simply hinge my wrist and the club comes up here. So on my backswing, with the rotation of my body moving the club, I start just letting my body swivel. I'm completely relaxed and I just let my body turn. This is the first step in the golf swing, in the rotation. My body just starts swiveling, and my hands and arms, which are here holding the club with my arms to my chest, just turns. Everything's the same except I'm turning. As I continue turning from this point, I'm about hip high, I just simply cock my wrist and the golf club is right on path over my right shoulder. So the rotation, shoulders turn 90, hips turn about 35, 40 with the weight bracing on the inside of my right foot. And as I hinge my wrist, you'll notice that my left arm is completely extended and the right arm is folded like a waiter holding a tray. So if I'm here, one of the drills I tell people, this is called a crisscross drill. You just put your arms in front of your chest. From this position, just turn your back to the target. Well, here's your backswing. So what do you mean? Well, shoulders under the chin, your hips here. And at this point now, just extend your left arm. That's your backswing. It's made that simple. So we've turned, hinge our wrist. From this position, we have zero slack in the swing. We're completely coiled in a very powerful position to deliver a strong, smooth blow to the golf ball. Okay, so we've covered our setup, and we had the gap B system, and the backswing was RRE, rotation, resistance, and extension, and that a downswing. Now, most people have a problem because they think when they get up here that they try to hit the ball from this position, but there's a little move in between that you have to do. Now, you always unwind from the ground up. You don't hit the ball from the top, you unwind ground up. So the backswing, once I'm up at the top properly, the first thing I do is I just simply spread my left knee so the weight, which is here, now gets anchored back here. As I do this, my hands and arms, which are here, go to this position. This is the third step. Now, the simplified version from here, just simply uncock your wrist and let your arms extend and rotate over. You'll notice as I do this, all I'm doing is timing from this position, striking the ball, and just follow through up on the toe. It isn't that complicated. But if you're doing it incorrectly, you're trying to kill the ball, most golfers try to hit the ball from here. It's just brace the weight, and we start slowly. Let the weight brace, and the angle of the wrists and arms are maintained to this position. This is called the lag in the golf swing, holding the angle of the wrists and arms from here to here, because here is where the swing takes place, up in balance. When we apply the force too early, as most golfers, they go here and they try to hit it before the weight braces, and they do this. Well, that would be analogous to a baseball player taking a bat and going like that. It's just not going to work, because a golf swing and a baseball swing are very similar, contrary to what people say. It's all about timing. Because all we're trying to do in the golf swing in simplicity, from this position at impact, let both arms fully extend. This is your impact position on all shots. So we're just timing this simple move. Here, strike the ball here, and continue, just follow through. And that's just going to be a byproduct of the momentum of the swing. It's that easy. Turn. Step 2, continue turning, hinge. Step 3, this is where people have trouble. Keeping the head dead still, brace the weight, let the club drop to here. That's step 3. From here, just swing it. Whammo. And up you go. And this applies to every club. That's how to swing a golf club properly.